All right, good evening and welcome to our first broadcast of the, we'll call it the 2021-2022 school year sports, even though this is sort of the last sport of this year. Seniors still get one more chance of baseball and softball action. We've got a couple of games this week. Tonight it's baseball as the season opens up for both Maple Valley Anthony, Charter Oak Ute, and for OABCIG. Warm-ups are done on the field. The two coaches will meet and discuss what's going to happen and exchange the lineups. We'll go through those in just a second. But we want to thank you for joining us again on a broadcast brought to you on YouTube by Fuller Digital Solutions and our great sponsors, including our pregame sponsor, Gordon's Body Shop, our scoreboard sponsor, United Bank of Iowa, and the OABCIG sponsors, which include EverTech, Farm Bureau Insurance Agents, Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Bernice Lamas. I'm hoping I'm getting that one correct. If I'm not, you can just let me know. We also are sponsored by the Bloyer Agency, Holstein Manufacturing, the Hoffman Agency, Holstein Senior Living, North Star Community Credit Union, Rex Chevrolet, Schmidt Insurance, Zimmy's Bar and Grill, Beckman Motors, Christensen Van Houten Funeral Home, and Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. My name is Michael Earl. I appreciate you joining us again. I'll be with you for all the OABCIG sports brought to you on Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead, subscribe to that channel. You'll get updates on what we've got coming up, like Wednesday when we start off our softball season up in Holstein. That should be a lot of fun. We'll have that game as well. My camera person, computer person, as always, is Hannah Schmidt. We want to thank her for doing the great work she does, and we're glad to have her back for another year of great broadcasts and look forward to a season, and this will be the start of it, that does not have a certain Cooper DeJean on it for OABCIG. First time he has not been on the field for athletics for quite a while, and he's coming off a very good performance at the track meet where he took home a couple of state titles, and you want to congratulate them and a lot of the other kids as well who were part of a very successful track and field meet from the state. I believe they finished, I think it was 6th place overall as a team, and really did excellent work and had a great season overall. So look forward to another great broadcast again as we are just about ready to go here. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back here in a couple of moments. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions on YouTube. Back in a moment.
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency, or local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odobolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
All right, let's go through those starting lineups today as we'll start with MVAOCOU. They'll be batting first. They'll start senior Brady Senchins. He is going to pitch as well. The right fielder is Colin Lansink. He is batting second. Batting third is the catcher, Colby Scott. Ben Schramm is going to play over at shortstop, and he is batting cleanup. In the 5-hole is Caden Mart, that is, and he'll be out in left field. Center fielder Ethan Kuhlman up next. He is batting in the 6-hole. Batting 7th is Adam Mitchell. He's at first base. Steele Yockey is the third baseman, and he is batting 8th. And batting 9th is Gage Parr, and he is the finisher, and he will be playing at second base. For the OABCIG Falcons, they will start leading off Gabe Winterode out in center field. Trust Wells will be playing shortstop and batting second. Batting third is Easton Harms. He'll be catching tonight. Zach Heemer is over at third base. Trayton Kohler will be batting 5th. He is out in right field. Preston Gill will be pitching this evening. Cam Sharkey's over at first base, and he is batting 7th. The DH is Max Webb, batting 8th, and Eric Siebenaller will be playing second base, batting 9th. Out in right field is Kane Ladwig. I'm sorry, left field, that is Kane Ladwig, and he won't be hitting because Max Webb is going to DH for him. But that's what we got for our starting lineups as the teams are taking the field, and look forward to another season. The coach for the Falcons is Mr. Dan Doetzler, and Mr. Doherty is the coach for the Rams of MVAOCOU. Of course, the Falcons season came to an end last year on a issue in the playoffs. After they won the game, they had to cancel the next one because they had unfortunately played a player that could not play. So we've got our national anthem back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions as we keep it for the national anthem. All right. Last year, a very good pitcher on the bump again, Preston Gill. Battery mate for him again is going to be Easton Harms. He's also a very good receiver of the baseball. My name, Michael Earl. And if you would like to tell me how bad a job I do appreciate that. Criticism is always good. It brings out the best. You can do that a couple different ways. First and foremost, look me up on Facebook, Mike Earl with Nepal Real Estate. That's my day job. And if you do ever want to buy a house or maybe look at selling yours or look at the value on it, I'd be glad to help with that as well. But look me up, Mike Earl with Nepal Real Estate, and I can help you out there. Message me there. Or, you can just send me a text as well, 712-269-4789, 712-269-4789. Used to work at KDSN. The last year I've been in real estate, and now I get to do the games again for the Falcons, and it should be a lot of fun this year. I'm looking forward to it as we get into baseball, softball. We'll do some football and volleyball, and again basketball as we wrap through the year. I'm going to let you know we do have a little bit of a light schedule when it comes to baseball. We're going to be doing about, I think it's 11 or 13 games total between baseball and softball this year, but we are going to do more of the Western Valley Tournament this year. So that's going to be a little bit of a change. Last year we didn't cover that tournament, the conference tournament. This year we will be covering the conference tournament, so that'll be a little bit more coverage. We're also going to make sure we do any state games as they get into the playoffs at the end of the season. So looking forward to it as we get ready for the opening pitch. Both teams coming in with no stats, which makes my job easy. So this will be the first at bat of the year on the first pitch of the year for both teams. Senstions, a left-hand hitter, digs in near the back of the box, right on the front of it. As Mr. Gill winds and delivers home. And the first pitch is taken inside and low for a ball. And a 1-0 count. Wind is significant as that's in there for a strike, and we'll even it up 1-1. And it's blowing right in from center field right in my face. That could play havoc on any pop up in the infield or outfield as the ball will move around. I'd say it's close to 20 miles an hour on the wind. That's swung on and through, and getting ahead of the count is Preston Gill, now with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. They're playing Senstions pretty much straight away. A lot of room down the foul lines in the outfield, as that's going to be cut on and fouled into the backstop on the high cheddar. New ball comes into play. And we have eliminated some of the things that slowed the game down a bit last year, as that'll be swung on and missed, and a strikeout to start things off. And what a way to go for Preston Gill's first batter of the year. Last year when we played, only one team could touch the ball, and this time the player in the batter's box is able to go over and grab the ball and speed the game along a little bit, which will help us out. That'll be swung on and missed. Nice pitch right on the outside corner. It was a strike either way. Number 68, Colin Lansing, plays out in right field for the Rams as the righty winds and fires, and that'll just miss high. Tried to get him to cut underneath that one. Gill works at a really nice pace, and that helps the fielders as well. That'll be in there right on the inside corner for a strike. He's really just getting the ball back, walks back, sets, and then just comes right home. There's no thought. For most men, that helps out a lot. Less thoughts, the better. As he'll bring it home again with a right-hand delivery and swung on a miss. 2 up, 2 down. Both of the strikeout variety and both swinging. So after 2 batters, we have 2 outs, nobody on. And coming up to bat is Colby Scott. Ben Schramm on deck. Scott, right-hand batter. Kind of center of the box. Might try to throw him outside as he misses just low below the knee there. Another fastball coming in. 1-0 count, nobody on, 2 outs. Gill from the full wind delivers home. That's going to be ripped to center field, fading back and underneath it for the catch, Gabe Winterode. So a line out to center is the first time anybody makes contact. And it's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We're going to come back in the bottom of the first. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Berenice Lamas today.
And we're back here as the Falcons, home team tonight, will come up in the bottom of the first inning. We are still tied 0-0, 3 up, 3 down in the first with 2 strikeouts for Preston Gill. Pitcher for the Rams is Brady Senchins, that is. He's going to face Gabe Winterode, who had a nice running catch in the outfield to end the frame. Trust Wells and Easton Harms. If anybody gets on, Zach Eber will come up. Gabe is your ideal classic leadoff hitter. Very small strike zone, left-hand bat, able to get on base. And then once he gets on with his speed, a threat to steal and advance into scoring position. Well, Gabe will step up to bat here.
For the Falcons, number 24, Gabe Winterode. On deck, number 31, Trust Wells.
So Winterode digs in for his first at-bat of the year. Now, last year the Falcons had a little bit quiet bats to start the season. Hope they can come out with a little more luck at the plate. It picked up at the end of the year, but it was a little bit of a struggle early on. As a swing and a miss there. We'll have a couple issues on the YouTube channel. Might try looking up Fuller Digital Solutions and see if that comes through.
It's a different channel. It's not on the Fuller Digital channel. It's on its own OABCIG channel.
So we might have to look up OABCIG instead of Fuller Digital. That's what we're... See if that works. We got a couple people asking us, and hopefully it'll come through as that ball misses inside and low, and the count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Winterode right on top of the plate. Left-hand batter's box. Pitcher, we got a little cross up on signs, and that'll happen early on. So they're going to go out and discuss things. They're going to get the ball returned. And talk about a great opening day for baseball right here. You got a nice wind keeping the temperature down. The windmills are blowing out in the outfield. Great crowd. Full stands. And it's just ideal for baseball. Missing outside, and the count goes to 2-1. So after one swing on the first pitch, couple of balls, has Gabe ahead in the count. Catcher setting up inside and swung on a miss, and he chased that same pitch on the opening pitch, and we're evened out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. For Gabe, comes in about eye height. He's got to lay off that one. Now setting up outside, and they're going to bring it right. Oh, just missed on the outside corner. If you're Sensions, you want that call, but Gabe was glad it didn't get there. So you got to protect here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Winterode looks out. Sensions delivers. Oh, they're going to call a strike. So the first time he let it go as a ball, and then he hit the same spot, and this time it was a strike. And that'll be the first out of the year, and Sensions starts off his season with a strikeout as well. So Trustwell's coming up, right-hand hitter. More of an upright stance. And he'll foul one back into the backstop. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Infield in on the grass at first and third. Kind of close at the bag, second and short as well, as that's going to bend in there for a strike on the inside corner. And an 0-2 count to Trustwells. Sensions from the full wind delivers home, and that'll miss outside. And a 1-2 count. Just try to get him to chase there. Coming home again with it, and that'll be swung on, and it'll foul or get away from the catcher briefly, but he'll throw to first, and the out will be had. It is a strikeout followed by a 2-3 putout. So back-to-back Ks has Easton Harms up with nobody on and 2 outs. So it's a new channel this year. So subscribe again. Now we're even at the bag at first, on the grass at third. Harms with a lot of speed. Takes that one low and outside.
I'm trying to find it. So I can look it up on here, but I can't pull it up on my phone. But it says I'm on. So
we're working through a couple of snags. That's why we never advertise game 1, because it's always a problem. So if you are watching us, you're the only one possibly. And if you're not, well, we're trying. But then you couldn't hear me anyway. Sensions coming home again, and that is swung on a miss by Harms, and the count is 2 balls and a strike. Like a soft opening for a restaurant. Just invite your friends. Coming home, and that'll be taken outside, and count will move to 3 balls and a strike for Harms. And it wouldn't surprise me if he gets on that he doesn't take off for second base here. Gonna have to be a pretty good pitch if he wants to take a cut. Setting up inside. And that'll be swung on a miss right at the letters. Good pitch by Sensions. Challenged him up top and blew it past him. So we're even up. Full count, that is. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Harms right in the back corner of the box, right on top of the plate. And that is going to be a cut on and miss. So 3 strikeouts, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. And at the end of 1, we're still tied 0-0. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, And you know, best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's No Limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
Okay, we're back here and top of inning number 2. People may have to join us after they figure out how to join us, and if they do, we'll just keep on broadcasting because you can't watch it, obviously, at a later date and time. The new channel this year is something people are going to get used to. Again, we're going to do this game. We're going to do the game on Wednesday for softball. Then we're going to do down in Denison on Friday. After that, we're going to take about a week and a half off, and then we'll be back again for some more as we bring you a total of about 11 to 12 games this year in baseball and softball combined. Now, we won't do any home softball games because Battle Creek does not have the cell phone service we need to do the games, but we'll try to get a couple of their road games in this year. And it brings Ben Schramm to the plate facing Preston Gill as he comes home, and then it'll be fouled right towards the dugout. Everyone lives. We'll get a new ball into play. Gill right on the first base side of the pitcher's bump as he winds and fires. That'll be dribbled up foul down the third base line. And he's ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Really do like that OABCIG went with the permanent plate and the permanent pitching mound so you can't dig in. Increases the time in between games that's available, as that's the first hit of the year on a grounder up the middle. So a single with 2 strikes for Ben Schramm. That's the first base run of the season for either team. So first time Gill will pitch from the stretch.
Batting, Caden Mart on deck, Ethan Coleman.
So Caden Mart is up, then Ethan Coleman of that third here. Runner at first with nobody out. First, that is, with nobody out. My tongue will work eventually. And that's taken high as he was scoring around to bunt. More of a classic style here if he does actually pull the trigger on that bunt. Holding him on at first. In on the grass at third and charging when he squared around. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. So after showing bunt, this time swinging away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw to first. They'll get past Sharkey and down the line. Picked up and advancing over to second base will be Schramm. So runner in scoring position with nobody out. Just missing outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gill still working from the stretch. Eyes the runner at second. Now coming set. Bringing it home, and it's going to be hit out towards right field and foul out of play. Caden Mart, left fielder for the Rams. Gill coming home again. He gets away there from Harms over to third and not in time. And the runner is now at third base, just beating the tag. So the runner got on a base hit. And a pickoff attempt got away from Sharkey at first. Pitch got away from Harms, and now a runner at third with nobody out. And that's strike three. Oof. So the umpire has a date tonight, and he wants to get out of here. We appreciate that.
Batting to Coolman, on deck, Adam Mitchell.
Calls a strike right on the corner. And if you're Gill, just hit that spot again because nobody's going to hit it. So now one out. In there for a strike right down Broadway. Like that pitch to start it off as Coolman watched strike one go past. Left-hand hitter. And he's going to swing and miss. That was a nice pitch. Started out of the hand. You were thinking it might be right at the knees, but it really dove underneath him. And the only thing you do is just pound that in the ground. There might be a play at home. You probably are not going to advance the runner. And he's going to try to do that exact same thing again, and it'll be a strike. So count is 0-2 with one out. And I look over at Hannah, and I decide, have we figured out if we're on?
We're on.
It says we're on.
It's hard to find.
It's just hard to find. That's exactly what you want, as that's inside and hits the hitter. So a beanball there has Coolman on first after a hit by pitch. Runners at the corners, first and third, and brings up Adam Mitchell. Mitchell, the first baseman for the Rams. And if you're Gill, you're a little bit frustrated with that one because you were ahead in that count. And you just lost one inside. Another left-hand bat. A lot of left-handers in the lineup for the Rams. So you expect that runner at first to take off. And he does. And Harms is going to throw it down, and they got a runner picked off. And they do have him in the hot box now coming over, and Harms is going to take him. So a nice play. They trap the runner off of third, and they get him out on a 2-4-2 putout, and that removes the scoring threat. And then it's replaced by a runner at second who was sliding in safe in front of that play. It's a nice play. You have it set up, and the runner at third didn't realize the second baseman had actually come in and fielded it closer to the umpire than he was at the base. And a nice throw by Harms right to him really made that play. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at second. And Gill comes home again. That one's outside. And the count goes to the hitter, 2 balls and a strike. Looking to second, now coming home, and it's going to be laced out towards left field. Picks it up, hits the cutoff man. So we're going to redo it again with first and third after a single by Adam Mitchell. Second hit of the inning, third base runner of the inning. Still no runs in.
Yaki on deck, Gage par.
So we got Steele Yaki up. Yaki, another at least left-hand at bat. Not sure if there's switch hitters or just left-handers. There'll be a lot of left-handers in one lineup. That's taken inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, 2 on. Runners at first and third. Runner at first is Adam Mitchell. Runner at third is Coolman. That's in there for a strike, and it evens out at 1-1. So looking home now, bringing home, and that is in there for a strike at the knees. And if you're Gill, I'd go right back to that well. Outside corner at the knees. He's not going to do much with it. He might flare it out to third. More than likely, he's not going to make contact. That's going to be inside, and he fisted it down the line, foul, and we'll reset at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on, first and third. Top of inning number 2, scoreless game. Gill comes home quickly, and that's going to be wrapped out towards third. Up with it, over to first, and in time, and that'll end the threat on a 5-3 putout. And after 1.5, we are still tied 0-0. No runs, 2 hits, 2 runners left on base, no errors, and we are through 1.5. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Things today are just not made to last, but here at Holstein Manufacturing, we make the last grill you are ever going to need. From our roll-top backyard grills, complete with 4 burners for more even cooking, to pit fire, rotisserie, and country club grills, we can make what you need. Everything we make comes with options, so you can get exactly what you want. The grills are made with high-quality steel, so you are going to get a good quality grill that will last. Please let us show you. Check us out at our catalog online at HolsteinMFG.com.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
Now we're back here. Top of inning 1 was, or top of inning 2 that was. Did get out of that unscathed for the Falcons. Now bottom of the 2nd inning. And up to bat is the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Zach Heemer, Trayton Kohler, and Preston Gill. Taken, low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Nobody out. Bases are empty, still scoreless. Line towards, gets past the shortstop. And we'll give that a E6. Got a reaching base for the first time is Falcons' Zach Heemer on the season. And that brings up Trayton Kohler.
Number 4, Preston Gill.
Well, Kohler's up. Kind of an open stance with that front foot over towards third base. Open and upright. He's going to take that front foot up and then he'll dive it towards the pitcher. Getting back towards first base is Zach Heemer. Pitch is home and it's going to be tapped and fair. So over to first, and that's going to get, a nice play over at first base. That was a 2-3 put out, but it does advance the runner. I thought he might have thrown it over his head, but able to climb the ladder there and come down with a nice catch. Working through the question here as we got a runner at second base. Up to bat is Preston Gill. The discussion is whether or not he came off the base as he was running through it. They are going to take the review, and They're going to call the out. So the idea was, did it hit home plate? Was it a foul ball? And the answer was, according to the officials, no. So that'll bring up Preston Gill here. Ascension's going to bring it home again. As he throws back to second, actually gets away from the second baseman. Leading off second base. As the pitch comes home. Hit high in the sky, right up the chimney. Pitcher coming over and makes the play. So a pop out to the pitcher. Has 2 outs with a runner at second base.
Batting for the Falcons, Cam Cherokee. On deck, Max Webb.
As Ascensions brings it home again, and that is taken high for a ball and a 1-0 count. So 1-0, 2 outs. Runner at second is Zach Keemer. Cam Sharkey at the plate, standing tall, right on the front of the box. Really crowding that plate there. Count is even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. That'll be in there as well on the outside corner. A 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Ascensions comes home again. In there, strike 3. So no runs on no hits with 1 error and 1 runner left on. We are through 2 complete and still tied 0-0. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Starting an account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They helped make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA, you've got a strong credit union behind you.
Different to me, but that's.
Hi, I'm Mark Hansen, 3rd generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Oreburgh. We have been family owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Oreburgh or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Oreburgh. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck. And Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
All right, we're back on the air, and much like I'll do the rest of the season, I will be posting the links to the game on the day of, and you can find that if you go ahead and like my Facebook page, which is Mike Earl with Nepple Real Estate, NEPPL Real Estate, Mike Earl. That is my day job. But I'll post that link on there throughout the seasons as we go forward. Next game will be on Wednesday.
On deck, Brady Ascensions.
If somebody is working, the easiest way to do is just tell them to find my page and then click on the link. As Gill working in inning number 3 here. Has that one go on to play foul. Let's wait for the car alarm. Don't hear any, so we're safe for now. That's why you don't park down there. No balls, 1 strike, no out. Nobody on. Swung on a missed, and the count goes to 0-2 to Gage Parr, who is the number 9 hitter for the Rams. Right-hand batter. A little shorter stature. That means that strike zone shrinks up a bit. That's in there for a strike, and Uncle Charlie coming out to play. as the curveball just spikes in there for a strike.
Batting, Brady Senchins on deck.
So Brady Senchins up for his second time, and he struck out in the first to lead things off. Now as we go back to the top of the order. Still scoreless here, inning number 3. As I'm going to say he does not offer that one. Checks down to first base, and the first base ump concurs. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Coming home again. And wind died there for a second. It's been pretty steady coming in from center field as it slowly picks up, but feels like it's actually slowing down a bit. Swung on and missed right over the top of it, and the count goes to 2-1. Gill doing a good job keeping the ball low. As he comes home, and that'll spike back to the backstop. 3 balls and a strike. 1 out. Gill already has 4 strikeouts on the game. And that'll be a walk, a first free pass issued today. And with Senchins on first, you expect him probably to take off for second. Good athlete.
At the plate on deck, Colby Scott.
So Colby Scott also, or I'm sorry, Collins Lansink is up now. Calling out in right field. In at third. Straight away, bunt attempt is foul into the backstop. See if they have him square around again. Trying to get that runner into scoring position for Colby Scott, who's on deck. Looks at first. Now working from the set again. Brings it home. Strike on the outside corner right at the knees. A good pitch. You're just not going to do anything with that pitch. That low one outside, it takes a lot to get around on it to pull it, and if you do, you almost always are just going to dribble it over to third. More than likely, you're just going to push it out to first base, because that one's just going to miss high on the outside corner and move to 1-2 on the count. Bringing it home again and missing low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And that's laced foul into the construction area as the tree was having a nest disturbed on that one. Eyeing first, coming set. Strike 3 taken. Strikeout number 5 on the day. And the runner remains at first base, bringing up the number 3 hitter, Colby Scott. Scott laced one out to center field to end the first. Nice play by Winterroad out in center as he chased it down and caught it on the run. Fielding for the Falcons was their strong suit last year. Expect that again as Uncle Charlie just breaks right in there. Nice curveball. You want that breaking ball to do exactly that. It starts out of the strike zone so the hitter relaxes, and then all of a sudden that freezing stops him from being able to come across and get it. As the runner takes off, Harms up, throw down to second is, just a hair late. A stolen base, but not by much, as Senchins gets in just before the tag. Good throw down by Harms. You're not going to get much better than that. So runners in scoring position at second. 1 ball, 1 strike to Colby Scott. Gill eyeing the runner, now delivering home. Dribbled out towards second, fielded there, up with it to first in time, and the 4-3 putout will end the threat. The Rams get a runner on with a walk, but leave them there. We're through 2.5 and still scoreless, 0-0. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Battle Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
Line is always going to show one less.
Here are a few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after our game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
All right, Senchin still on the bump for the Rams as the catcher's in place now to take a couple of warm-up tosses. Senchin's really pitching well. A couple of strikeouts in the first, one more in the second. He's faced 7 hitters through 2 frames. Just has 1 base runner allowed on an error by the shortstop last inning. You expect the bats to be a little quiet to start things out as the teams are going to try to figure out what's working and what's not. So far, the catcher for the Rams has had a good game. I believe that is Colby Scott. The sun fades behind a cloud and it drops 5 degrees. We'll get our bottom of the 3rd inning started here.
Number 11, Max Webb. On deck.
So Max Webb, then Eric Siebenaller, and then top of the order, Gabe Winterode. Webb with an open stance. That front foot pointed over towards third base. Comes in, and then he'll fist one out through the pitcher, over to second, slowly picked up, and not in time to first. Hits the bag, and he is just going to check in at first. And I don't know what to call that. I think I'm going to give it an E4 because of the throw, but I don't think he'd have got him after he didn't pick it up clean. Either way, second base runner is on for the Falcons of the game, and that'll bring Eric Siebenaller up for his first at bat of the year. Right-hand batter, right on top of the plate, middle of the box. Setting up outside is the catcher. Diving back in time is Webb. Siebenaller looks down, gets a sign from Dotes. They're setting up way outside this time and takes it right on the corner. So he set up in the left-hand batter's box, and then the pitch came actually right on the corner. Good pitch there and an 0-1 count. Well, he swung on and missed because after you get it, you're going to chase the next one. And might have swung at something that was just a hair outside, and the count is 0-2. On deck is Gabe Winterode. They're going to try to stretch that zone out to the right, and a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good take there by Siebenaller. Webb gets his lead off first. Hasn't met any motion. Oh, just leaning a bit there. Did get back in time, and the ball did briefly get away from the first baseman. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner at first. And Senchin says no. Give me another. Now delivering home and outside, and we'll even it out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Leaning in. Ascension's all the way to the first base side of the pitching plate. That'll be cut on and missed. The high cheddar gets past Siebenaller. That is strikeout number 4 of the game. Make it actually number 5. He had 3 in the first, 1 in the second, now 1 in the third. So the runner remains at first for Gabe Winterode, and Ascensions is going to position the defense where he wants it. Third base is playing real close in as Winterode does square around to bunt, and it'll go into the backstop. What Gabe wants to do with that third baseman coming in is drag it so the pitcher can't get it. If he can get it between the pitcher and the first baseman, he's probably got a base. It's just to pull it right along with him as he starts running to first base. They're going to throw again over, and Webb gets back, but that pitch to first almost got away. A good glove over there by the first baseman. That is Adam Mitchell. He's flashed a little bit of leather out there already. Uncle Charlie misses outside that time, and the count will even up at a ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at first. Oof. The umpire is definitely given the corner today. There's no reason to throw the ball over the plate when you can take that black on the outside either way, lefty or righty. Just go outside and set up there and tell you're forced to do otherwise. And it'll go right back up the middle. He'll go to second with it. No chance at first, so a 1-6 putout gets the lead runner on the fielder's choice. Checking in at first is Winterode. And that'll bring up Trust Wells.
On deck, Easton Harms.
Easton Harms is on deck. Trust struck out and then was thrown out on a 2-3 putout after the ball briefly got away from the catcher. And Gabe getting back in time. Rather see Gabe just slide back in. Less chance of getting tagged. Ascensions has a quick move over to first. And brings it again. And Gabe back in again safely. That time sliding in. Takes his lead. And again throwing over. And again, ball briefly getting away from the first baseman. So 3 straight pickoff attempts. Wells watches ball 1 sail by, and Winterode doing nothing. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Winterode at first. And Winterode gets to go to second now that the ball goes down the line, and he might take 3. He's going to take the turn and run to third, and the ball's going to get past third, and Dotzler sending him home. The play will be at the plate, and he will score. Well, exactly what you want to happen if you're the Falcons and what you don't want to happen if you're the Rams. So there are 2 errors on the play. The first error was a throwing error by Ascensions, so it's an E1. And the second error was a throwing error, I believe, by the first baseman for an E3. And the 2 errors award 3 bases and the first run of the game, and the Falcons are on top 1-0. And no, Mr. Wells does not get an RBI. But he was the first to congratulate Winterode. That's at least something. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, and now the bases are empty. The Falcons on top 1-0 here, bottom of inning 3. Swing and a miss right down the middle. Count will go to 2 balls and a strike. Wind and fire. Oof, just low. So Wells up in the count, 3-1. Can sit on his pitch here. Ascension comes home again. And Wells is going to take his base, so that's the first walk of the game for the Rams. Second base runner. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. It'll be the third base runner, but one was out on a fielder's choice. We got a conversation to be had here, and I wouldn't be surprised if what the conversation is don't throw to first 5 times. Especially early in the season. You know, you work on that stuff in practice, but you get to the game and you just want to make sure you're concentrating on the player at the plate. The conversation is had by all and come out of it. Pitcher will stay on the bump, and we're still playing baseball here. As Harms comes up. Last year, took Harms a good chunk of the season to get his bat going, but then again, he was coming off that injury from football last year. This year, no such thing. As he digs in and takes strike 1. A little bit of a breaking ball there on the outside corner, and an 0-1 count. Harms struck out to end the first. He's got Wells on at first base. Ascensions just brings it on home again. Starts that curveball out right at the shoulder and has it break right across for a strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Got to protect here. Anything close, got to swing. Harms watches. Ascensions brings it home. Strike 3, and that ends it. But the Falcons get one without a hit and 3 errors with 1 runner left on. We're through 3 complete, and it is 1-0 Falcons. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. It's OABCIG Baseball. We'll be back in a moment.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hard-working insurance for hard-working people. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odeboat, online at SwansonWithYou.com. Larry Beckman Motors in Odeboat is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odeboat.
All right, Falcons on top of inning number 4. For the Rams, it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and that's Ben Schramm, Caden Mart, and Ethan Kuhlman. They also led off the second inning, the inning where the biggest threat was had by the Rams. Rams have had base runners in the second and the third, but still yet to get a run across. Falcons got a runner on an error by the second baseman, then a throwing error on a pickoff attempt, and a second throwing error as Winterode tried to advance to third, got him home, and Gabe scored the first and only run of this game as the Falcons lead 1-0. Top of inning number 4 is coming up here. Preston Gill still working the bump. Sun behind the clouds. Temperature dropped about 5-10 degrees in the last 20 minutes. Almost feels like it's going to rain. We don't want to see that, at least not for the baseball. As Gill winds and brings it across, that'll be dribbled out towards second, fielded there, up with a quick, over to first, and in time. As a 4-3 putout has the first out of the fourth. A nice play there by Eric Siebenaller, who plays a good second base. Is picked and scooped all in one motion as Kuhlman comes up. Caden Mart, as Siebenaller is going to get a chance at number 2, and again the same. So 4-3, 4-3, and Gill. You want to get strikeouts, but if you could have a 3-pitch inning, that would be nice. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Up to bat is Ethan Kuhlman. He was hit by a pitch in the second inning, and he will get one up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, picks it up, and not in time to first. Oh, in time! Let's not give him a replay as a 6-3 putout. Ends the frame, so 3 pitches, 3 outs, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll take a break and be back here. You are watching OABCIG Baseball on Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel.
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency, or local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odobolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
All right. A quick inning, 3 pitches, 3 outs, as Preston Gill mows him down. Good defense behind him. That last play was made by the shortstop as a line or a ground shot right up the middle, fielded by Trust Wells and thrown to first. I thought he wasn't going to have the chance at the play, but umpire disagreed with me, called him out on a bang play. As they will throw down here to second base, and we'll get ready to go with the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. That's Zach Heemer, Trayton Kohler, and Preston Gill for the Falcons. Kohler reached on an error by the shortstop in the second inning, was stranded at second. Ascensions winds and comes home, missing outside. Ascensions comes home again and misses, and it'll be a 2-0 count. So the count is 2-0. Wind and fire now 3-0. So Ascensions, who was working quickly through innings 1, 2, ran into a little trouble in the third, gave up a run on a couple of errors. Now starting out with 3 straight balls in inning number 4. And that's in there for a, take his base. So a walk has the first base runner on.
The left ball runner brings up Trayton Kohler.
So Kohler is up now, and Gill will be on deck. Clouds coming in from center field across the field. Looks like we're dropping down. We were up by 85, now 79. And as we get towards sunset, we're going to drop below 75. Kohler looking out, and he will swing and miss. He does not get cheated when he takes the bat off the shoulder. Like a jockey cracking his whip. Kohler now squaring around. He's going to bunt and just go foul. And that will lead to an 0-2 count. A runner will go back to first. So 0-2 the count. Runners at first. Nobody's out. Falcons on top 1-0. Bottom of inning number 4. Line fire in there. Strike 3. Sentience just starts that curveball inside, and you can watch that right-hand hitter just freeze. And as soon as he does, it breaks across and is right there for the strike. So Gill up, looking to aid his cause with a runner at first. He'll step into it and hit one towards center field, fading in with the wind now to the right fielder. And caught there. He fisted it out, and it was going towards center. And then the wind catches it, pushes it over to right. It's just blowing in dead from center field right now. Softly hit. And fielded. Brings up Cam Sharkey, who struck out to end the second. Runner still at first. The Falcons have not recorded a hit yet today. As that is swung on and missed. Oh-1 count. 2 outs. Runner at first. And that'll be hit foul out of play into the parking lot. White truck? No. Black hatchback. If that's yours, you may have a dent on your rear passenger side. This is one of those few places where parking in the first row is not advised. Sentience eyeing in. Runners at first. 2 outs. 0-2 count. And it's going to be grounded towards short, fielded there, up with it, in time to first base, and a 6-3 putout will end the threat. The Falcons get a runner on with a walk, but that's where he stays. They leave 1, and we are through 4 complete. The Falcons still on top 1-0. You are watching OABCIG Baseball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Berenice Lamas today.
All right, back here as Preston Gill back on the bump. Hard work last inning as he threw 3 pitches and got 3 ground outs. That's one easy way to go 3 up, 3 down. Well, I want to thank our sponsors, including Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, Christensen Van Houten Funeral Home, Beckman Motors, Zimmy's, Schmidt Insurance, Rec Chevrolet, North Star Community Credit Union, Holstein Senior Living, Hoffman Agency, Holstein Manufacturing, the Bloyer Agency, Farm Bureau Insurance, agents Alex Conover, as Gill delivers home. In there for a strike, Denise Van Dusen and Berenice. We'll call Bernice. We're going to go Bernice. Yeah, we'll go Bernice Lamas. And EverTech. We also want to thank our scoreboard sponsor, United Bank of Iowa, as that misses outside for a ball, 1-1. And our pregame show sponsor, Gordon's Body Shop, our scoreboard sponsor, United Bank of Iowa. All those sponsors making our broadcast possible, and they got a lot of good feedback last year, and don't forget to do that again, because you know what? Having those sponsors makes it possible for us to do the games, and as we do the games, it is brought to you by them, so it's never a bad thing to go in, maybe buy some products and services from those local businesses, which we appreciate, but also let them know that you appreciate them supporting OABCIG Sports and letting you watch these games as well. So 1 unassisted after Gill fields it and steps on the bag. He'll deliver outside to the number 8 hitter, Steele Yaki. Kind of jealous of that name, Steele. That's kind of like a strong name. We cut on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Steele with like he was casting his fishing rod there for the plate. Missing outside, 2 balls and a strike. Left-hand batter. Closed stance. That back foot is in the middle of the box. The front foot's over to its third base. As the pitch comes in, foul down the left field line and out of play. And we'll even it out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of inning number 5. Falcons on top as a quick pitch there. We'll get to the backstop. Harms picks it up, has time to throw to first, and it is going to be caught and out. So a strikeout with a 2-3 throw to get the put out at first. Nice throw by Harms, who just went over the top, and having somebody about 6'4" over there on the bag don't hurt either, as Sharkey made a nice play at first. You want your first baseman to be a good receiver of the baseball. As Gill delivers home outside for a ball. Up to bat is number 62. That's in there for a strike. No, number 10, that is Gage Parr, as the count evens out at a ball and a strike with 2 outs. Gill coming home, swung on a missed. And you know what? The way he is swinging, I would throw that exact same pitch again, because he kind of steps out as he swings. Once you do that, you can't hit anything low. And he did it again, and that's swung on and missed. So strike 3, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We are through 4.5. Falcons will come to bat in the bottom of the 5th when we get back after this message from Fuller Digital Solutions.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and you know, best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's No Limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
All right, back here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Brady Senshin still on the hill for the Rams. He's going to face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters as Max Webb will come to the dish, followed by Eric Siebenaller, then Gabe Winterode. Gabe has the only run of the game. Falcons have no hits. They have 1 run. It came when Gabe got on base. He reached on a fielder's choice, and then he advanced to second on a fielding error, was running to third on that same error, on the throwing error, I should say, by the pitcher. And then the first baseman tried to throw him out at third, overthrew, and then Gabe came home and scored. And it's going to be fisted out towards second base. Nobody's at the bag. Got to throw, and in time to first. A nice play there on the 3-1 putout as the first baseman Makes a good play. Adam Mitchell throwing over to Brady Sentience covering. Is able to put out Max Webb, and Eric Siebenaller stepping in. Siebenaller struck out back in the 3rd inning. Setting up outside right at the knees for strike 1. The umpire behind the plate is real consistent on that outside pitch. He's given about an inch out there, and as a pitcher, just keep taking it. That one's just going to miss a hair low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Now, baseball's that funny game where whatever the umpire gives you, you just take. If you don't have to throw it over the plate, why let him do it? And that's going to be a base hit. I think we'll give a hit there. Of course, my scoring is 100% unofficial and probably wrong. So we'll say that that is a single for Eric Siebenaller. He's playing in at the corner over there. It was number 4. That is Steele Yaki. And they've got him playing a couple steps in, so not easy to make that turn at the hot corner. So Siebenaller with the lead as Winterode takes strike 1 outside, and Gabe thought that might have missed, and the umpire says, no, that's still that call I'm giving. Setting up outside again. Looking the runner back is Sentience. And ever since he threw the ball over and Gabe scored a run, he has not thrown again to first base. Mr. Doherty came out, and I think that might have been the message. Let's just get the runner at the plate. You got 1 run that came across, and they still haven't got a hit. Let's just concentrate on what's going on at the home plate area. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, runner at first. I think they got 1 strike. I think it's 1-1. That is going to miss outside for a ball and a 2-1 count. Going to override the scoreboard here. I think they missed one. Leaning in. Going to take off as Siebenaller's going to go, and Winterode's going to drag one foul. So they gave a hit on one of those earlier ones. I'm guessing they must have given it to Max Webb, so we'll give him a single as well. 3 errors recorded so far for the Rams. Siebenaller going to take off again, low and outside, and they're just going to let him check in at second base. A good steal by Siebenaller. Good take by Gabe. And the Falcons with a runner in scoring position, and 1 out here. And they are going to throw back to second, and diving back is Siebenaller. So they might have told him not to throw to first, but they didn't tell him not to throw to second. And Sentience is going to get at least 1 in before the coach tells him not to do it. 3-2 count, 1 out, runner at second. Winterode at the dish. Eyeing the runner, now Sentience comes home, and that's going to be taken low. And now the count is 3-2. So they had a ball up there. I thought we were off on that. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Looking in, looking back, Sentience coming home again. And it's going to be, excuse me, fouled over and into the press box area for the football field. That was just an excuse me. I don't want to strike out on this pitch swing. Sentience delivers home again, and that'll be cut on and missed. So a strikeout is out number 2 and brings up Trust Wells. Trust reached on a walk back in the 3rd inning and was stranded at first, and then he struck out in the 1st. There's a big gap out in left center. If he can just get ahead of one and get it to the fence, the runner will score easy, and he might get 3. Cut on and missed. No balls and a strike. Senchins has a pretty good heater. Likes to leave that up a little higher, getting the hitters to swing underneath it as he hits that outside corner again and is ahead on the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second, Wells at the plate. Runner takes off, ball goes to the backstop, and will be fielded by the catcher back to the pitcher, but the runner checks in at third is Siebenaller. To now, any wild pitch scores a run. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got to protect the plate. Just kind of near the front of the box. He gets out towards the pitcher. Back foot right in the middle. Right on the front line. And that'll be hit up the middle. Senchins fields, runs to first, flip, and put out. And a 1-3 throw will end the frame. Falcons still on top. They are up 1-0. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on. We are through 5 complete, and the Falcons have that 1-run lead. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Things today are just not made to last, but here at Holstein Manufacturing, we make the last grill you are ever going to need. From our roll-top backyard grills, complete with 4 burners for more even cooking, to pit fire, rotisserie, and country club grills, we can make what you need. Everything we make comes with options, so you can get exactly what you want. The grills are made with high-quality steel, so you are going to get a good quality grill that will last. Please let us show you. Check us out at our catalog online at HolsteinMFG.com.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
All right, we're back on. Appreciate you joining us again for our broadcast on Fuller Digital Solutions. A little different to get to us, and we weren't advertising our first game maybe as well as we could have, but we do appreciate you if you're catching us at a later time because you missed it when it was live. But as we go through, we're going to be doing about 11 to 13 games, and then we'll do some playoff games. We'll also do that tournament for the Western Valley that the Falcons were able to, I think, get a victory in last year as Harms throws down. My name is Mike Earl. Joined you last year on the various sporting endeavors of the Falcons, very successful seasons, and looking forward to another great year of baseball and softball right now, and later into football, volleyball, and of course basketball to wrap things up. As Gill stays on the bump for inning number 6, he'll wind and come home with it. Taken high for a ball. Appreciate your feedback as you listen and watch. Of course, if we're live, you can send me a text, 712-269-4789. Also use that number to get a hold of me if you're looking for any real estate information, as that'll go to Sharkey. Fielded there, up with it, and not in time to first. And that will be an E3, as Sharkey couldn't hold on to that one, I believe. We'll wait till the official scoring out in center field. And they will mark that as the first error of the game on the Falcons. And that'll put Brady Senchins on, brings up Colin Lansink, then Colby Scott, as the 1, 2, and 3 hitters are hitting to start things off here in the 6th. So if you're Gill, you just want to get through this inning. You bring it on home, and that one will be fouled into the construction zone, out of play. Trayton Kohler giving chase, but no chance there. Field is in great shape. You can also look me up on Facebook, Mike Earl with Nepple Real Estate. Find me there and send me a message or let me know how we're doing. Of course, you can comment on the video feed as well. Just appreciate your feedback and learning more as we go into our second season with Fuller Digital. That's taken low and inside, and the count will go to 1-1. A lot of good things that came out of the first year. One thing we realized is the conference tournaments are important, so we're going to try to do a couple more of those this year. Squaring around and taken for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner at first. Falcons up by 1. Third baseman for the Falcons is charging on every play here. But with 2 strikes, you don't anticipate a bunt attempt. And Gill brings it home, missing outside and low. So we're evened out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gill still has the advantage here. See if he can't get that inside fastball right at the knees. That's where he's been putting people out tonight. And that is going to be right there. And a foul tip into the mid of Harms is strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the game for Preston Gill. That'll bring up Colby Scott. Scott lined out to the center fielder, then grounded out to the second baseman. In there for strike 1. They're playing him to hit over to right field. There's a big gap down the left field line if he can pull one. And if you're Gill, you want to pitch to that side of the plate. If you're going to play to right field, then you want to throw the ball on the outside part of the plate. If you throw it on the inside, then it's easier to turn around and pull out to left. And with that outfield shifted, you don't want that, especially with speed on first base and Brady Senchins, because that'll come home and swung on and missed, and the count is 0-2. I like how Gill doesn't really worry about the runner. He's thrown over a couple of times, but his main priority tonight has been the player at the plate. As he comes home again, they are going to run, and Harms blocks it on a low pitch. Just keeps it in front of him and makes sure the runner stops at second. So now we got runner at scoring position. .300 to the corners here in Ida Grove, 325 to center. As Gill comes home with it, tapped up the middle, fielded by Gill, over to first and in time as Sharkey will run it in. And a 1-3 putout gets the second out here in inning number 6. Brings up Ben Schramm. Schramm singled. One of 2 singles back in the second inning. The only hits of the game for the Rams. No runs came of it. As Gill comes home. Kind of a delayed pitch there. Schramm was over to third base after a hit by pitch to Ethan Kuhlman, and it was 1 out with Schramm at third as Gill comes home with it again, and that swung on and missed for a strike 2 and an 0-2 count. That inside fastball has been very good for Gill. So the pitch came in, Harms fielded it, threw down to second base on that first and third, but he threw it short. As the second baseman came in, he got the throw right back, and then he chased down Schramm for the third out. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 on the strikes, and the third out as well. So the Rams get a runner to third, but no further. And at the end of 5.5, the Falcons have a 1-0 lead. We'll be back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Starting an account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They help make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA, you've got a strong credit union behind you.
Hi, I'm Mark Hansen, third generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odybo. We have been family owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Odybo or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odybo. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck, and Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
All right, we're back again as the Rams will come out in the bottom of the 6th inning trailing. Falcons at the dish will bring their 3, 4, and 5 hitters as Easton Harms, Zach Hemer, and Trayton Kohler will step up. Brady Sensions still on the bump. Both pitchers come out firing today, Preston Gill and Brady Sensions. 2 hits for each team. But the big difference is 3 errors have accounted for 1 of the runs for the Falcons, and the Falcons just have 1 fielding mistake and a 1-0 lead. Harms, upright stance, back of the batter's box, as he'll take, high I think, but a ball nonetheless, 1-0 count. Harms digging in, catcher setting up outside again. Sensions winds, fires, and that'll be taken inside. Now Harms gets out of the way of that one, and a 2-0 count. Big gap in left center again, as the center fielder playing dead away. That'll miss inside again. The center fielder is right behind second base, and they're shading down the line and left, so that opens up a pretty good gap. And with Harms' speed, if he can hit one out there, he could run a while. He'll get to first anyway on the base on balls. And that'll bring up Zach Hemer with a runner at first. Hemer looks down, gets the sign from Dotes.
At the plate, Zach Hemer. On deck, Trayton Kohler.
Harms takes the extended lead here. Looking in, they're going to pitch on the outside corner, and Hemer will take strike 1. That has been a consistent call all night, right on that outside corner. Maybe a hair outside of it, but it's been there all night, and Harms is going to take off. Good throw attempt on that, will not be in time as Harms checks in at second base with a stolen base. So now you got a runner in scoring position at second for Hemer. He reached on an error by the shortstop in the second and reached on a walk in the fourth. I'd like to reach on a hit right here. Any hit to the outfield scores Harms. And that'll miss low for a ball, and the count goes to 3-1. After Hemer will be Trayton Kohler. Got to bring it across. First base is open, though. They are going to throw back to second, and Harms will nonchalantly saunter back to the bag. Takes his lead. Pitcher coming home this time. In there, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ascensions working from the set. Harms dancing, pitch outside, and the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So there's a big gap the way they're playing here between shortstop and third base, and the third baseman is actually playing right on the grass. So anything hit to the left side of the infield is probably going to be a hit, unless he hits an atom ball, and that's going to be inside and low. And a back-to-back walk scenario has runners at first and second for Trayton Kohler. Nobody out, 2 on.
That's a walk for Hemer.
Doetzler having a conversation with Kohler, and Doherty, after back-to-back walks, is going to talk to the players on the mound, and wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get a pitching change here. If we do, we'll take a quick break. They might just be talking about where they're going to throw the ball, though. with nobody out and runners at first and second. If you can get that lead runner at third, you take it. If you can get the double play, you take that. If you can get the lead runner at third and the double play, that's best of all. It's going to be hard to double up on Trayton Kohler, though. He's got a lot of speed. And they are going to leave Senchins out there. So Harms at second, Heemer at first. Falcons still with the lead, 1-0. Their run came across on Gabe Winterode, who advanced home after back-to-back throwing errors. And the bunt is down. It'll be fielded. Need to get to first and not fielded in time. And they're going to try to go home. Harms racing home, and he's going to get in safely as he slides across. So the run scores. Safe at first on an error by the second baseman, I believe, an E4. Scoring on the play is Harms. Over to second is Zach Heemer. And Harms kind of caught the bag funny. I hope his legs are okay. Walked off on his own power as they're playing in on the corners now. And they are going to square around to bunt again for Preston Gill.
At the plate is Gill. On deck, Sharkey.
So Sharkey on deck, then Max Webb. Still nobody out. Runners at first and second as the Falcons have the lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Gill would love to add to the cause here. He's gone all 6 innings so far for the Falcons. Yet to allow a run. Looking back, coming home, squaring to bunt, drops it down right in front. Just a good bunt right in front of the pitcher. Throws to first in time, but the runners do advance. So a sacrifice bunt by the pitcher has runners at second and third with 1 out. It's exactly what you want the bunt to do in that scenario. Just get out between the pitcher and the catcher and force the play at first and not at any of the other bases. So Sharkey steps up. He's struck out in the second and grounded out to the shortstop in the fourth. And now with runners at second and third, they're really not holding on the runner at second. That'll be fouled between the wickets and into the backstop. Sharkey wants to get these 2 insurance runs in right now. This would be a good one to just get that right center gap here. A little power to right center. Outside and strike 2. As a pitcher, I would love that to be called a strike every time, because there is nothing you're going to do with a pitch that's about 1.5 inches outside. That'll be swung on, and it's right where you wanted it to be. Over to right field. Run will score. They're going to send the runner from third. He's going to come in and get across the plate. Over to second base is the Sharkey. So Sharkey with 2 RBI. Plates both runners on a single to right field. That is exactly what they needed. Falcons now up 4-0. Up to bat is Max Webb. Still just 1 out and the runner at second. So it was a single, then Sharkey advanced on the throw home. He's going to dance off second, and as the pitch comes in high, and Senchin's a little frustrated with that one. Pitcher, anytime you start giving up runs, it's easy to... Oh, that's going to be thrown out to center field. He threw to second. There was nobody there, and they're going to send him around third. Oh, Doetzler was getting excited over there. He had the wheel of arm movement, and then he put up a stop sign quick. He saw the center fielder get it in. So now a runner at third. Looked like he was trying to hail a cab in New York City, but he finally caught it. Going to bring it on home, and a nice pitch there as Senchin settles down and gets it across. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Max Webb has singled back in the 3rd inning, and he was thrown out on a fielder's choice at second, as that's going to get away and not far enough for the runner to advance. So a 2-1 count now to Webb. And then he grounded out to first on a 3-1 putout in the 5th inning. Webb has a bit of an open stance. That front foot points over to third, and then he closes it on his step. Setting up outside, Sensions winds, comes home, and that'll be in there for a strike. I mean, Sensions has just lived with that pitch all night. He's like, oh, you're going to keep calling it a strike? I'm just going to keep on throwing it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the Falcons really just have to start swinging at it. 1 out, and that'll be fouled out of play over the trees. Not sure if we got to the vehicles. I think Hannah parked over there. It's okay, your dad's in insurance. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Sensions delivers home again, and that'll be in there, strike 3. You know, it's not a strike, but it's being called a strike, so what do you do? Like I said earlier, umpire might just want to get out of here tonight. Well, no balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at third, 2 already across. Sorry, 3 already across this inning. The lead went from 1-0 to 4-0. First run to score was Easton Harms. And then a 2 RBI single by Cam Sharkey. Now that's going to be over to head of the first baseman, scoring Sharkey. And Eric Siebenaller has back-to-back singles, 1 in the 5th and now here in the 6th inning. And he's at first, and Gabe Winterode comes up. If Gabe gets on, the Falcons will have batted around. Eyeing to first, Siebenaller taking off, throw down. Siebenaller's in safely at second, so he steals his second base of the night. A runner in scoring position for Winterode now. Winterode has struck out twice in the 1st and 5th innings and scored the first run of the game when he reached on a fielder's choice and then advanced on a couple of throwing errors home. That'll be swung on and missed, and the count moves to 1-1. Well, that one there, Winterode was stepping in the bucket. Your first foot, instead of stepping out towards the pitcher, is stepping over towards first base instead. They're going to try to get the pick off, and it just gets away from the second baseman. If he'd have caught that clean, I'm pretty sure Siebenaller would have been out. His hand came back and hit the glove, and that might have caused the ball to pop free, but that was a close play. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Winterode up, setting up outside. That'll be through the wickets, and Siebenaller is going to advance over to third base. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs. After Winterode, Trust Wells would come up. Sensions looking in. He'll deliver high and outside. Now, Winterode's first at bat, he was swinging at that pitch, so that's a good layoff there. Learn from that mistake. He can't swing at the eye level one. You know, when you're Winterode's height, you got to use that ability to be short to your full advantage. And that'll be fisted out towards third and bounces up and through, and that's not going to be fielded. That was a funny hop over at third, scores the run. We'll see if they scored an RBI or a hit, or a hit or a error. That's going to be a hit, so they're going to give a single, so that'll be an RBI for Winterode. And they are going to make a pitching change, I believe, here. Sensions is going to come off the bump, and they're going to bring in their center fielder. So we're going to take a break. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back in a moment.
Insurance. As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Battle Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
Here are a few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after our game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
All right, moving into the pitching. This is from the center fielder as Ethan Kuhlman, and Brady Senchins is going to take his spot out in center. Kuhlman, a left-hander, seeing his first action of the year because this is the first game of the year. He's going to face Trust Wells, who will be the 9th Falcon to bat in this frame. So the Falcons have hit around. If Wells can get on, that would bring up Easton Harms. Harms started this off with a walk and a stolen base. Then Hemer had a walk. And then Trayton Kohler was able to reach on an error, scoring Easton Harms. A sacrifice bunt by Preston Gill got the runners to second and third. And then a single by Cam Sharkey to right scored 2. The first RBIs of the game for the Falcons. A strikeout by Max Webb. But then Eric Siebenaller had a single that drove in Sharkey. And Gabe Winterode with a single that drove in Siebenaller. And now we sit again with the Falcons putting up a crooked number. And a 6-0 lead. 5 runs across this inning already on 2-3 hits, and still a runner on as Winterode's at first for now. Anticipate he may be on the move. Try to get him in scoring position yet this inning. Couple more warm-up tosses for Kuhlman as the umpire comes back and will set up now. We're in inning number 6. Well, after this, the Falcons will have the 7th to put this game away. It's exactly what you want. A 1-0 game becomes a 6-0 game, and now, as a coach in Doetzler, you got a lot more options for that final frame. Looking in is Kuhlman. The lefty looks over to first base now and delivers home. And missing inside and low.
On deck, Houston Harms.
So Wells, so far tonight, has struck out once in the first, walked as Wells will run, and a foul ball to the backstop evens the count at 1-1, and Wells will check in back at, or I'm sorry, that's Winterode that ran, and we'll go back to first on the foul ball. Wells struck out in the first, reached on a walk in the third, and then grounded out to the pitcher in the 5th. Takes outside and high, and is ahead in the count 2-1. So Winterode did try to get the steal attempt on the second pitch. Sat out the third pitch. He's going to go again. Swing and a miss, throwing down to second, and Winterode is in safely as the wind actually looked like it took the throw from the second or the catcher and pushed it over to first base. There's a big wind coming in from left center. It's pushing everything towards the right field line here. So runner at second on the stolen base, as that'll be fouled, and that one will get to a car. And Hannah says that did get to her car. Like I said, her dad's in insurance. I'm sure she's got a good policy. Wind and fire, and that's it for strike 3. So the Falcons bat 9, score 5, leave 1, and at the end of 6 complete, they have a 6-0 lead. We'll take a break and be right back here. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hardworking insurance for hardworking people. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odeboat, online at SwansonWithYou.com. Larry Beckman Motors in Odeboat is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odeboat.
All right, back here as Mr. Gill, Preston Gill that is looking to finish off a complete game. Had one really nice inning, well, a couple of really nice innings. He hasn't allowed a run yet, and we're in inning number 7. Those are 6 really nice innings. But specifically, he had an inning where he threw 3 pitches. And anytime you can do that, that is something pretty darn special. That was back in the 4th inning. He had a ground out to second, a ground out to second, and a ground out to short on 3 pitches for 3 outs. It's going to be Caden Mart, then Ethan Kuhlman and Adam Mitchell, as that's strike 1. And Gill looking to complete this first game. They're playing Mart straight away. Center fielder shaded a little bit towards left field. In there for a strike. Just throw it right there again. Nobody swung at it. It's been a strike all night. As Gill winds and fires in, and right there. If the umpire giveth, then you taketh. So strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 so far for Preston Gill. Now facing Ethan Kuhlman. Left-hander came into pitch. He's going to hit that one high, foul, and out of play to the football field. Over the first base or third base line and out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Preston Gill winds and quick pitches. And they're going to say just misses low. Harms tried to get a call there. Umpire said no. Need to bring it up a hair. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Sharkey playing a deep first. Swung on and missed on the outside corner. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rams down to their final 2 outs. Falcons on top 6-0. Gill from the full wind delivers home. And that'll be swung on and missed. Strike 3. As the throw down to first is done and good. Sharkey receives it well. A little around the horn. That's Adam Mitchell coming to bat. Adam reached on a single in the 2nd inning and was put out by Gill in the 5th inning. This is his 3rd at bat. Coming home, and that is going to be fouled over the fence down the left field line and out of play. And that's why you just throw the ball that is a strike tonight on the outside corner, because what you're going to do with it is exactly that, hit it foul. Now we got a timeout called. Rams down to their final 2 strikes here. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Gill winds and comes home right into the backstop and back at him. Hit the pole and bounce back almost into fair play. Now one strike away is Preston Gill from a complete game. Working from the full wind. Takes a step, now coming home. And it's going to be fouled to the backstop. Tried to get that outside corner again. And Harms, he's going to pick up that one. He says, this is a good ball. I don't want anybody to pick it up. Let's just get that back to the pitcher and go. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man in front of me says, throw it on the outside corner again. Nodding his head, yes. I agree. Outside corner. Harms looking out. Now he'll take his set. Looks like he's calling for it on that outside corner. And he'll move out that way. And he tries to frame it in, but doesn't get him to chase that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wouldn't be surprised if you don't cross him up here and just bring it back inside at the knees. As Gill comes in, and it's going to be swung on and missed, and that does it. 3 strikeouts to end it, and the Falcons secure a victory in the first game of the season. They move to 1-0. The Rams will fall to 0-1. We'll be back in 1 minute. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions on YouTube.
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency, or local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odobolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
And we're back here in Ida Grove as the Falcons do get the victory. Final score 6-0 as the Falcons got 1 in the third on a Gabe Winterode fielder's choice. He reached and then was able to take second base on a throwing error by the pitcher Brady Senchins, and then another error as he rounded second and went to third, and the first baseman threw over the third baseman's head, and Winterode came around to score the first run of the game. We sat there all the way until the 6th inning with a 1-0 lead, and then the Falcons got Easton Harms up. He walked, came around to score 2 batters later on Trayton Kohler's bunt attempt. Zach Hemer and Trayton Kohler were then advanced to second and third by Preston Gill's sacrifice, and Cam Sharkey opened the game up with a single to right that scored 2, and a single by Eric Siebenaller scored Cam, and a single by Gabe Winterode scored Eric Siebenaller, and everybody was scoring everybody except for, well, Gabe didn't get in again. And that is how we ended the game with the Falcons up 6-0. They got 1 in the third and 5 in the 6th. Over the box score, the big overall, you look at defense, great defense, 1 error for the Falcons in the field. 7 innings pitched for Preston Gill. He goes all the way. He ends up with 12 strikeouts and no runs allowed. What a great performance in the first game. Hitting-wise for the Falcons, Gabe Winterode was 1 of 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Easton Harms did walk and score a run. Zach Hemer scored a run and walked twice. A run scored by Trayton Kohler. Preston Gill had that 1 sacrifice bunt. Cam Sharkey had a single, 2 RBI, and a run scored. Max Webb had a single in the third and was stranded. Eric Siebenaller had a single in the 5th and a single in the 6th. He did score a run as well and had 1 RBI. And that'll do it for your box score as the Falcons get the victory. They move to 1-0 on the year. And our next broadcast will be Wednesday. And if you want to figure out where to find that or how to find that, I'm going to post that broadcast on my Facebook page, Mike Earl with Nepal Real Estate. Look me up there. Send me a message. Tell me how we did. I will always take criticism because I am always criticizable. All right, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You have been watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Want to thank our sponsors for OABCIG. These sponsors have signed up again this year. We have some new ones as well. We want to thank EverTech, Farm Bureau Insurance, agents Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Bernice Lamas, the Bloyer Agency, Holstein Manufacturing, the Hoffman Agency, Holstein Senior Living, North Star Community Credit Union, Rex Chevrolet, Schmidt Insurance, Zimmy's Bar and Grill, Beckman Motors, Christensen Van Houten Funeral Home, and Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. We also want to thank our scoreboard sponsor, United Bank of Iowa, and our pregame show sponsor, Gordon's Body Shop. Thank you as well for joining us on our YouTube channel. Look forward to seeing you throughout the year. You have watched OABCIG Baseball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.